Difficulty losing weight despite sincere effort is one of the most frustrating experiences for anyone trying to improve their health. When weight remains stagnant even with careful eating and regular exercise, it often reflects an underlying imbalance in metabolism, hormones, or energy regulation rather than a lack of willpower. The body can sometimes adapt to calorie restriction or prolonged exercise routines by slowing its metabolic rate, conserving energy, and reducing fat-burning efficiency. This adaptive response is especially common in people who have dieted repeatedly, consumed too few calories, or relied heavily on cardio without building sufficient muscle mass. The warning is that such a plateau isn't merely a sign of stagnation. It can indicate the body has entered a defensive state, protecting stored fat because it senses stress or deprivation rather than nourishment and balance. The hidden danger of persistent weight resistance is that it can lead to discouragement and unhealthy cycles of extreme dieting, overeating, and metabolic exhaustion. When the body feels deprived, it responds by elevating hunger hormones like ghrelin and lowering leptin, the hormone that signals fullness. Over time, this imbalance can cause more frequent cravings, fatigue, and reduced motivation to move, even as weight remains unchanged. Ignoring these physiological cues and pushing harder with more restriction often backfires, deepening the body's resistance to fat loss. However, this state is not permanent. By recalibrating nutrition, stress, and activity patterns, the body can gradually shift back into a mode of healthy energy use and sustainable weight loss. The positive news is that breaking through a weight plateau often requires smarter, not harsher, strategies. One of the most powerful shifts involves emphasizing fiber-rich, low-glycemic foods. These include lentils, beans, chickpeas, nuts, seeds, oats, barley, and high-fiber cereals. Such foods slow digestion, stabilize blood sugar, and improve satiety, meaning you stay fuller longer while avoiding the insulin spikes that promote fat storage. The body's metabolism performs best when energy supply is steady rather than erratic, so consistent meals composed of complex carbohydrates, lean proteins, and healthy fats are essential. Non-starchy vegetables should make up at least half of every meal, adding volume, vitamins, and minerals without excess calories. Eating this way trains the body to burn fat more efficiently and helps restore hormonal equilibrium that supports steady weight loss. Another vital instruction is to incorporate strength training regularly. Many people rely primarily on cardio workouts, which, while beneficial for heart health, can sometimes lower metabolism if not balanced with resistance exercise. Strength training, using weights, resistance bands, or even bodyweight movements like squats and push-ups, builds muscle tissue that burns more calories at rest, enhancing overall metabolic rate. Just 2 or 3 sessions a week can make a noticeable difference in body composition and energy levels. As lean muscle increases, insulin sensitivity improves, allowing the body to utilize glucose more effectively and preventing it from being stored as fat. Rest and recovery are equally crucial components of breaking through weight loss stagnation. Chronic stress raises cortisol levels, a hormone that promotes fat storage, especially around the abdomen, and can make the body resistant to change despite proper diet and exercise. Prioritizing relaxation, deep breathing, and mindful routines helps lower cortisol, while adequate sleep restores metabolic balance and hormone production. Poor sleep not only increases appetite-regulating hormones, but also reduces willpower, making it harder to maintain healthy food choices. Aim for at least 7 hours of consistent, quality sleep each night, and consider winding down with calming rituals like herbal tea, reading, or light stretching before bed. Hydration, too, plays a surprisingly powerful role. Even mild dehydration can slow metabolism and increase feelings of fatigue and hunger. Drinking water consistently throughout the day, particularly before meals, supports digestion and helps prevent overeating. Avoiding sugary drinks, high-calorie coffee blends, and alcohol also reduces unnecessary liquid calories that can quietly prevent progress. The warning remains that persistent difficulty losing weight, especially when accompanied by fatigue, mood changes, or irregular appetite, can sometimes indicate hormonal or metabolic dysfunction such as thyroid imbalance, elevated cortisol, or insulin resistance. Seeking professional evaluation can help identify such issues early, allowing for targeted adjustments that make lifestyle changes more effective. The positive outcome is that once the body begins to feel supported rather than deprived, it naturally resumes its ability to shed fat. Within weeks of combining fiber-rich, low-glycemic foods, regular strength training, proper hydration, and adequate rest, many people notice renewed progress, not only in weight but in energy, mental clarity, and emotional stability. To maintain steady results, consistency is more important than perfection. Plan meals in advance to ensure nutrient balance, vary workouts to prevent physical adaptation, and celebrate non-scale victories, such as improved stamina, reduced cravings, or better sleep. These subtle markers often appear before visible weight change and confirm that the body is healing metabolically. Over time, these cumulative efforts transform not just the number on the scale but the overall rhythm of health, allowing the body to operate as it was meant to, responsive, resilient, and naturally balanced.